2 years ago, I made a video ranking some of the openings in the Sonic series, and, whoa, I'm internet famous! Almost never our proudest work that gets us out there. I mean, 12,000 people did like the video, but it definitely had some flaws that earned me the ire of Sonic fans. With some poor justification and wording on my part, messy rules, just being plain wrong in a few places, and I only talked about half of the Sonic openings out there, and I can't let that stand. It's time to fix some mistakes. So, here is my revised Sonic opening tier list. Wow, nothing changed. My opinions still remain mostly the same. Anything I did to this list was for the sake of conveyance. For example, Super Sonic and S tier had absolutely no reason being separate, so I just merged them. Yes, Unleashed fans, this one's for you. And the rest of the categories were changed from vague letters to clearly defined meh, good, and great. 3D Blast is still bad. Though, I got complaints last time about how I didn't talk about Sonic Adventure 2's hero opening, or Sonic 3's, or Sonic Underground? Yes, thank you, Jotaro, for your insightful critique for a TV show! The throne awaits. This list is only for the games that either have an opening and or an intro cinematic, not in-game cutscenes. So there, I fixed my opinions. Now let's add more. This time leaving no stone unturned. And before we begin again, let me remind you of a neat fact about my opinion. It doesn't matter. Starting with the openings I missed last time, like the other Sonic Unleashed opening. Yes, there's 2 of them. In my defense, I grew up with the Wii version where this one didn't exist. And it's also kinda mid. Ugh, just shoot me already. It's just a collection of cutscenes and gameplay spliced together with endless possibilities in the background. A song that deserved a lot better than this. There's barely any flow or intent to the cuts being made, they're just happening. Except that there's one part where it kinda syncs up the Werehog transformation and gameplay with the music. That part's pretty cool. Then they go and break out the 4-panel view. Not starting off on a high note this time around. A funny story. Last time, I dismissed Sonic Lost World's intro for dumb reasons. It's a perfectly good opening with solid visuals and actions, even if it didn't grab me overall. But here's the funny part. That's the wrong opening. And no one cared enough about Sonic Lost World to correct me. Great, now I feel bad for it. I somehow thought that this, the actual opening for the game, was a trailer. And it's pretty good. Just Sonic doing Sonic things. Taking on the Deadly Six all by himself and showing off without a peep coming out of his mouth. And let's face it, the less you hear of Lost World's script, the better. Correcting the last of my mistakes with Sonic Origins. I am ashamed I didn't cover this properly the last time, because this is how you do an anniversary opening. Origins opening celebrates each of the classic games, with wonderful 2D animation courtesy of Powerhouse Animation Studios and the director Tyson Hesse, who together have created one of the smoothest openings I've seen from the series. The way it transitions from one game to the next, capturing each game's spirit so succinctly. Amy and Metal Sonic appearing in CD, Tails and the Death Egg Robot in Sonic 2, the awesome fight between Sonic and Knuckles in Sonic 3, and ending with that group shot, fills me with so much joy. As always, 2D Sonic stays winning. Thankfully, this 2D animated trend continues with the newest mainline edition, Sonic Superstars. And I know what you're thinking, it's 2D, it's Super Sonic, don't waste my time. Well, I have some explaining to do. The opening is ambitious, I'll give it that, but it also feels a little unrefined. The art has this weird hazy glow to it, and the animation isn't nearly as snappy or polished as Mania's or Origins. Well, Powerhouse didn't animate this, and Tyson Hesse only provided the character sheets to the studio that did. Telecom Animation Film under director Toshihiko Masuda, who, fun fact, worked on Sonic X. Overall, the opening is still appealing with fun ideas and ambitious direction, even if it stumbles a bit under that. Feels weird not to put a 2D Sonic opening in Super Sonic, but don't worry, the next one's got us covered. taking a deep dive into the pool of Sonic spin-offs with the most recent addition. Sonic Dream Team's opening is a dream come true. Not only does Powerhouse Animation return, but Tyson Hess as well, spearheading the project with his wonderful modern designs of the characters. They're so good! I wish the game models looked like this. Ugh. Dream Team's opening is exploding with color, creativity, and dynamic action with clear focal points as we follow one character to another playing hot potato in this dream world, with that amazing main theme by T. Lopes and Johnny Atma blaring in the background as it goes to the shot of Sonic running up the side of a building that I utterly adore, taking down anything in his path. Then Amy gives a boost with her hammer as Knuckles clears the way, shooting straight up into the night sky where he's caught by Rouge and Tails, who then launch him forwards towards the camera where Sonic punches the player in the face. 10 out of 10. Shame I can't play the game though. Sonic Riders, my beloved. You already know I love the first game's opening. 2D Sonic perfection. Unfortunately, the sequel, Zero Gravity, doesn't quite stick the landing. How could it? Trading out 2D animation for 3D going forward, done by Mars Animation Planet, and you're gonna learn to respect that name going forward, because they did these masterpieces. Though I wouldn't consider this one of their best. Zero Gravity's intro cinematic does the job. It sets up the story as Sonic and Co are cruising along holding a plot device in their hands until a car chase erupts. That's when it gets going. The CG looks good and Sonic's attitude is on point. Definitely feels underwhelming with its lower energy compared to its predecessor, and I hope you understand that I just prefer openings to intro cinematics. Not to dock the quality on display, but, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I like Free Rider's opening more. Now, Free Rider's opening still has less energy than the first, but makes up for it with slick CG visuals from Marza that are spliced together with gameplay in an interesting way. It has its own style and flow, with the highlight easily being that amazing vocal track, Free, tying it all together. It's like a roll call that tricks me into thinking the game is going to be good and didn't kill off the series. And what took its place? Fossil fuels. Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing shows us what this crossover has in store, featuring a bunch of Sega characters like Ryo from Shenmue, Amigo from Samba de Amigo, Ulala from Space Channel 5, my boy Ai from Super Monkey Ball, and Akira from Virtual Fire, showing off their unique personalities, with my personal favorite bit being Akira straight up jumping out of the car and punching it. Then he inexplicably gets back in. What? Of course, Sonic steals the show by saving Tails, who is clearly cheating by using a plane. Eggman was right for what he did, but Sonic ends it with a killer finisher, so I can't be too mad. Very strong visuals and action that sells me on this racing crossover. Driving over to the sequel, All-Star Racing Transformed, which looks incredible. Everyone say thank you, Marza. The transformation scenes especially are a treat, as they start flying in the air and on the sea, showing off the different transformed vehicles side by side. Racing across Dragon Canyon from Panzer Dragoon, really giving you a great sense of the scope this game has. Basically saying that Sega's All-Star Racing is back, bigger, and better than ever. My only complaint is that Sonic does the exact same maneuver at the end of this one as he did in the first All-Stars opening, and I cannot get over the reused voice lines, they sound so awkward. Still a great job done, though I feel like they could have gone further with the concept, including more tracks and characters than just mainly Sonic. Unfortunately, going forward, that would not be the case, as we reach the subpar follow-up, Team Sonic Racing, featuring only Sonic characters. Yay. But at least we got Crush 40 back with Green Light Ride, baby! Woo! That's the good stuff. Easily the best part of the opening. The rest of it is okay. The visuals are still stunning, showing off different environments, and the photo finish between Sonic and Shadow is a fun way to end it. I just don't personally feel much towards this opening. It's a by-the-numbers Sonic Racing opening, which I guess reflects the game well. It really frustrates me because it feels like each game's opening has a piece of what the other needs to be truly amazing. Imagine all the Sega characters and personalities from the first game, the transformation scenes and visuals of the second, and the vocal track from Team Sonic Racing. All that together would create something amazing. All I'm gonna say is, Sonic Cross Worlds, don't let me down. Next up, we have Mario. Code Red, the list has been Alright, the Olympics. Well, Sonic's name is in the title. It counts. Thankfully, the best parts of these games are the openings. Thank you again, Marza, acting as a true celebration of these two series coming together to participate in the Olympics. The first opening of this momentous occasion knows how special it is, holding an excellent pace throughout with smooth transitions. I cannot get over this camera one, that was clean. Showing off Mario and Sonic characters competing in Olympic events. Yoshi vs Tails in table tennis, Luigi vs Shadow in hurdles, and Mario vs Sonic in running. It's okay, Sonic, I know you're going easy on him. Very sportsmanlike. With music that builds and builds into a triumphant ending. That's how you do it. Next up, the 2010 Olympic Winter Games brings Mario and Sonic up north to my home country. The quality continues with wonderful music and visuals, clearly having so much fun implementing these characters into each event. Metal Sonic and Shadow speed skating, Yoshi flying like a missile on the skeleton, to the serene ice skating performances and the high intensity hockey games. My favorite part being when Mario and Sonic team up against Eggman and Wario, then immediately pose for the camera afterwards. This is on par with the first. But I think the pinnacle of Mario and Sonic openings is the 2012 London Olympic Games. With such strong direction right from the get-go, opening up on Old Big Ben at daybreak as a bus passes by to warn us that yes, we are in London. Mario and Sonic are back again with visuals that are so polished I swear I can see my reflection in them. Taking advantage of all this crossover has to offer, keeping a steady pace in order to show you as much as possible, including even the dream events. I love the energy it has of, again, clean transitions between each event, having its own distinct identity amongst the series, and it ends with the Mario and Sonic handshake. Just listen to that again. So good. You know what? I think this deserves Super Sonic.
Perfect 10.
Okay guys, we've made 3 stellar Mario and Sonic openings so far. Let's aim for 4. Ooh, no. Ooh. The cold, dark winter of 2014. The budget was gone. No fanfare, no Marza, no nothing. Just a downgrade across the board. That's barely an opening. It's a title screen intro with the in-game models being used. At least I have a concrete way of pinpointing the exact moment these games declined in quality. Not that it got much better. Now Rio 2016 seems to start strong with unique visuals, but then I'm flashbanged again with the in-game models. A visual downgrade that I guess I'll have to live with. At least the events are still fun. We have Diddy Kong killing in rugby, the ladies playing beach volleyball, and yes, go Bowser! Beat up that Walmart brand reject! Wait, Styx is in this game? What is this series? And I like how the opening also celebrates the culture of Rio, with the Mario and Sonic themed parade and the imagery at the beginning. Glad to know that Jesus is canon and is not a hedgehog. Overall, Rio 2016 is definitely more of an opening than Winter. Wait, are they just standing there? No, you can't end a Mario and Sonic opening with them just standing there. Like they just finish a conversation as the camera pans up. You can't. They did. Last stop for the Olympic Games, Tokyo. No way they're gonna do my country better than theirs. Oh, still sticking with the in-game models I see. Though they do look better, for the most part.
Oh no.
This opening still doesn't hold a candle to the first 3 games visually. The most interesting part is when it goes 8-bit, and does anyone else dislike that Mario has his 8-bit sprite and Sonic his 16-bit sprite? It's a complete mishmash of art styles that always bothered me, but I digress. This opening does win for having the most characters straight up fight each other, Amy versus Waluigi in fencing, Silver killing Donkey Kong, and Mario and Sonic finally trading blows in karate. That squeezes into the good tier for me. All that's left now is the bottom of the barrel, so hopefully I haven't made anyone too upset so far.
Sonic! Knuckle! Chao! And... Sonic in Neo Geo Pocket! Are you ready?
Ready for what? I don't think I would ever have been ready for what I just witnessed, because nothing here makes sense. Why is the first word I hear shoot? What do you mean by that? Shoot Sonic?
Whoa!
Knuckles?
Oh, no.
Heck, I'll shoot Tails for free.
Okay.
And why do you skip Eggman? Just say his name! Say it! All to end with a combination of Comic Sans and Microsoft Paint. Incredible. Best of all, this opening goes completely unused in the final game. I guess no one was ready after all. Moving on to Sonic Jam, where the 3D blast model comes back to haunt me. People really want to know what I thought about this one. Well, that definitely is Sonic running in a desert. I'm sorry? At least the 3D Blast model gets some redemption, as I was informed that in the Dreamcast generator disc lies a smoother 30 frames per second version of the 3D Blast opening. Do I like it now?
No.
But at least there's a version out there that'll make my eyes bleed less. Or, better yet, how about a 3D classic Sonic opening that makes me cry tears of joy? That would be a nice change of pace. Enter Sonic the Fighters. I didn't know this had an opening. Watch out, Robotnik is ready to take revenge, and Sonic can only stop him with the 8 Chaos Emeralds. Accuracy isn't this opening's strong suit, they even misspell Robotnik, but it is the most appealing 3D classic Sonic opening. I love how everything looks here. It's snappy, the text flying across the screen is so over the top in the best way possible. Who will save the world? Well, insert coins to find out. It's probably not Bark. Let's take a break from the blue rap for now and talk about everyone's favorite red enchilada, Knuckles, with Knuckles Chaotix. Oh look, Metal Sonic's in this, cool. Wow, that sucked.
Oh no.
Break over, back to the rat, it's time to Sonic Shuffle. The mediocre Sonic Mario Party game is mediocre. Shocker. Thankfully, the opening isn't. Why is this the only Sonic game to use cell shading? I don't know why, because it looks so good. The models look like they straight up ripped them from the art. And the whole intro looks beautiful with the cityscape at the beginning and the mysterious imaginary world. An alternate dimension where dreams, reality, and Mario Party coexist. Scary. The opening tells of how the very precious Stone, the thing that keeps this world together, has been shattered by Void. Now Sonic must shuffle his way around the board to save the day. I like this one. Next, let's see how mega this collection is. Well, the opening is just gameplay from all the games in the collection. I really don't have anything more to say than that. So let's move on to something obscure. Sega Superstars, the 2000 iToy game, has an opening that feels like a sitcom intro with all the Sega characters getting introduced. In all honesty, it's charming. I love seeing all of Sega's franchises together like Puyo Puyo and Choo Choo Rocket. Then suddenly, as to take all my goodwill away, people! I'm getting secondhand embarrassment just watching this. Because this is what I look like playing the game? Embarrassing. First half doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But I'm not done with Sega crossovers yet, as Sega Superstars Tennis shines a much better light on Sega's IPs. Glad they've remembered they have these series again, because a Sega Tennis game is bonkers in all the right ways. First of all, it opens up on my boy II against my other boy Beat in a tennis match. Just look at him showing off. And there's Ulala, Knights, Amigo there really risking it all for the point. Nice save, Sonic. All fine and good until Eggman decides to cheat. And you know the penalty for cheating in tennis is death. Take it away, Sonic.
What the
That was tight!
Jumping onto Nintendo handhelds for the last set of Sonic openings. Starting with the Game Boy Advance and the aptly named Advanced Trilogy of Sonic games. Really, only Sonic Advance 1 and 3 have openings, 2's is non-existent. They both follow the same structure of being an intro cinematic for each game, with a title card for each character. The sprite work looks good, but I don't have strong feelings one way or the other. If we're talking about strong feelings though, Sonic Battles opening is 3 seconds long. It was such a cool 3 seconds, then they pull out the rug from under me. I've been blue balled, but the ball is actually red and it's staring at me.
Shoot.
Upgrading to 2 screens with Sonic Rush Adventure, where Sonic and Blaze are on a jet ski, Tails and Marine are riding dolphins, everyone's happy, and it's over. A whopping 10 seconds. 7 more than Sonic Battles, so I guess that buys it an extra tier. On a side note, the music at the end has been stuck in my head for the last decade. Send help. La la, la la, la la, get out of my head. Finally, the last opening. Diarrhea. Sonic Chronicles opening is just like the game. It seems awesome at first. A full-on Sonic RPG? Sign me up. But the further it goes on, the worse it gets. The PNGs on the top screen are so lame. They're trying so hard to make this look cool. And that's a losing battle. Unlike the game though, the music's actually decent. I appreciate them trying to match it up, but you know where this is going. Well, that was it. Ending off with disappointment, pretty much how it goes. Wait. What is this? Wait, why is it so smooth? Why does it creatively use the dual screens of the DS? What is this? This is the unreleased 2D opening for Sonic Chronicles. It looks like one of those late 2000s Sonic fan animations, and I'm surprised it's this good. Some may say it's ugly and does not represent the game whatsoever, and that is true. Really wish this saw the light of day though as a much more polished and accurate intro to the game, because I genuinely love what I see here. I did not expect to end this off on an unreleased 2D opening for Sonic Chronicles, but here we are. The sea of Sonic openings is vast and definitely varies in quality, but it's something I always look forward to every time a new game releases. Assuming the 3D games can have them again. Please. Either way, I've had an absolute blast talking about them, and also hearing which ones your favorites are down in the comments below. Now I can start off the year with a clear conscience. Unless I forgot one. Whatever, I'm done with this. I'm not talking about Sonic Underground. No, I'm not doing it.